Hey, one thing that really scares me about the future, especially for my children, and I'm sure some of you will agree with me, and probably many of you won't, is today's society and educational curricular system set up, for our children. It seems to me that we are still living in an education system where the schools and colleges are teaching children and young people the same curriculum and the same life skill set scenarios of those of sort of 20, 30, 40 years ago. Now my issue with this is the world has changed massively over the last 15, 20 years. And in the next 15, 20 years, it's going to change even more massively, and the world's going to be a totally different place. Mainly because of technology and the tools that we have, to progress in life, to communicate, both on a personal level and business. And today there are so many things that are not being taught in school that people of my generation, yes, I hit 40 last year, I hit 40 last week, and I'm proud of it. They're still teaching things that I was taught at school, but things that I've struggled with over the last 10 years that I wish they taught at school when I was at school and as at college. Such like managing your money, how to manage your money, how to start a business, how to deal with stress, how to deal with anxiety, how to deal with mental health. Yes, I do understand that obviously, mental health and those sort of areas, in people's personal lives weren't highlighted as that apparent years ago. They were there, but it's just people have now decided to start having a conversation about it, that people are actually talking about it, and organisations are actually putting things and groups and strategies in place in order to tackle this and help people. Sorry, I'm just going to let this puppy in. Come on. Yeah, anyway, apologies, technical hitch, it's called a dog. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so there's lots of things now that I think need to change within our education system in order to help our children progress and grow in life and actually tackle everyday problems and everyday feelings, scenarios in their future as they grow and as they progress. My eldest boy, he's 14, and I say to him, one thing I want you to really home in and niche and study hard on at school and for your GCSEs is media, Photoshop, video editing, marketing, because these are the biggest tools and the most successful tools for businesses, for growth and success in today's society. So I say to him, you're 14 years old, if you can hammer that for the next 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you will have a very, very successful life and a very successful career, and most of all, a happy career. So I think there are lots of new conversations that need to be had within society, not just the educational systems, as far as our young people that are growing and entering our world, the grown-up world, as far as looking for jobs and vocations, that I think the conversations really, really need to start to change in order what we're actually teaching, especially our teenage children's, and even our younger children's at the ages of sort of 6 to 10. Things like building self-confidence, things like how to deal with anxiety, how to deal with fear, and even managing your money. There are concepts out now like your GoHenry, bank card, chip and pin card, which my 14-year-old has. And, I've put that in place and I've implicated that now in order to teach him how to manage his money and how to save his money, because when he leaves school, when he leaves college and he gets a job, I don't want him earning his money and just spending it on new trainers and clothes and things like that, and then it's gone, he's got none until his next payday. So things like that are really, really important. So I think, yes, we do just need to either start new conversations or continue to have these conversations about how different the world is now, especially for people that want to be an entrepreneur, because people think it's so easy to be an entrepreneur, and they think being an entrepreneur means you're going to drive around in a Bentley and you're going to spend the rest of your life on a beach, and in 5-star platinum hotels in Dubai. They need to understand that is not the case, and social media makes it look like that, but it's not actually true. being an entrepreneur is a very, very lonely choice to make, you know, as a career path. You know, you work long hours, you spend a lot of time on your own, you know, you are constantly working. Even when you're on holiday, you are constantly working. And I think it's important to educate, you know, our children of today that it is great, but you need to work 10 times harder than what you do when you go to work for somebody else. You know, it's not easy being your own boss, because all the weight are on your shoulders as they are your boss's shoulders. You know, he owns the business, he pays the rent, he pays the wages, he manages the money, he makes sure the client base is there in order for you to be sitting at your desk and doing your job. So yeah, I'm very passionate about it. If anyone's got any comments, I'd love you to stick comments in the below. Please like the video, hit this big red button, hit the subscribe button. I've got lots to talk about next year in 2020, so I'd be really appreciative if you join me. So have a great new year, wish you all the best. Dubs Hill, Real Talk, take care.